Hello students, welcome to EPG Pashala. I am Dr. S.P. Sood, retired Associate Professor and Head, Department of Library and Information Science, University of Rajasthan, Jaipur. Today we are discussing module entitled Filing Rules, ALA Filing Rules and Ranganathan's Filing Rules under paper Knowledge Organizational Structure, Cataloging. This module is contributed by Professor S.S. Agarwal, retired professor and head of the Department of Library and Information Science, Bikram University, Ujjain. Arrangement is the vital essence of cataloging. Filing of entries is an important part of cataloging. Sufficient thought has been given for this part by catalogists. The main objectives of this module are as follows. First, to acquaint you with the rules for filing of entries according to ALA rules and Ranganathan's CCC. To enable you to choose the right alternative of rules for your library. To file catalog entries in correct order in the catalog of your library. Introduction. Cataloging practical work may be divided into two broad heads. First, preparation of entries. Second is filing of entries. It is not sufficient to prepare entries of documents in a library. It is usually seen that most of the readers either do not consult the catalog or unable to use it. This all is due to the intricacies of filing entries. Hence, the filing of entries must be convenient and understandable to users. To quote Sharp, it should be remembered, and it is not always remembered, that the catalog will be used largely by people who have the knowledge of the rules of alphabetization other than those that come to them by instinct or through common uses adopted in such everyday books of reference as directories and dictionaries. Filing rules are given in several codes of cataloging. The most notable of them are ALA rules for filing catalog cards, British Standard Institutions Alphabetical Arrangement, Indian Standard Institutions Practice for Alphabetical Arrangement. Ranganathan's Classified Catalog Code also includes filing rules. In this module, we shall remain confined to Ranganathan's filing rules given in his Classified Catalog Code 5th edition and ALA rules for filing catalog cards 2nd edition. Meaning of filing of entries. Filing means to arrange entries in an orderly manner. It is not as simple as it might appear to be. The filing goes on as complicated with the growth of catalog. In other words, the bigger the catalog, greater the problems. That is why Cutter, the father of modern cataloging, was quite aware about this part of cataloging, and he included the rules for filing of entries in the last edition of his Rules for a Dictionary Catalog from page 111 to 129. Filing may be divided into two broad groups. First, classified arrangement of entries. Second, alphabetical arrangement of entries. Classified arrangement of entries as given by Ranganathan. Ranganathan was the staunch supporter of bipartite classified catalog. Classified catalog has two parts as follows: classified part and alphabetical part. Ranganathan, in his CCC, has included rules for classified arrangement of books. Since he devised colon classification using mixed notation, he has given rules number 0 to 4, 0 to 5 and 0 to 51 for the arrangement of class numbers in his colon classification. In his CCC, he has given some main suggestions in connection in the pages 108 to 109. The entries in classified part should be arranged by means of class numbers given in their leading sections. He has allotted ordinal value to different digits in his colon classification, 6th revised edition. These are being given below according to the ascending value of digits. Arrester, forward arrow, backward arrow, 0, inverted comma, dot, colon, semicolon, comma, dash, small a, small b to small z, 1 to 9, capital A, capital B, capital Z, and starter. The following digits are used in his colon classification 7th edition. These are being given below according to the ascending value of digits. Asterisk, double inverted commas, forward arrow, arrester, ampersand, inverted comma, dot, colon, semicolon, dash, comma, is equal to plus, forward arrow, small ab to z, 0, 1, 2 to 8, 9, capital ABCD to Z, and starter. Ranganathan has given additional rules for arranging entries having the same class number in their leading sections. Quite a good number of rules have been included in CCC for arranging such entries. Some important rules are being quoted below. CCC rule number EG21. Among the entries with the same class number in their respective leading sections, those with one or more book numbers are to have precedence over those without them. According to CCC, two kinds of entries are arranged in classified part in a single classified order. First is main entries, second is cross-reference entries. Entries with book numbers are main entries and entries without book numbers are cross-reference entries. As per above mentioned rule, the main entries, for example, entries with book numbers will get precedence over cross-reference entries, that is, entries without book numbers. It is being illustrated with the help of following example. Here two entries are exhibited. In first entry, the leading section contains call number, that is class number plus book number. In second entry, leading section contains only class number. Out of these two entries, the first one with a book number will get precedence over the second one. Out of these two entries, the first one with a book number will get precedence over the second one. CCC rule number EG22. Entries with book numbers in their respective leading section are to be arranged among themselves by the book numbers. CCC rule number EG31. Entries with the same class number and without book numbers in their respective leading sections are to be arranged among themselves by the book numbers, if any, in their respective third section. And two examples are shown below. In first catalog card, in leading section, only the class number is given, and in third section, it contains class number plus book number, both the things. And in the second catalog card, in the leading section only the class number, same class number as was shown in the first card, and in third section the class number plus book number both are shown. These two entries having same class number in their leading sections will get arranged according to the book numbers given in their third section. Hence, the order will be the same as given above. CCC Rule EG32. Such of the entries coming under Rule 31 of this chapter as have the same book numbers in their third sections are to be arranged among themselves by the class numbers occurring in their respective third section. There are several problems connected with the alphabetical arrangement, and there is difference of opinion also between different experts about alphabetization. In many American and British libraries, the rules are framed in this connection and followed by them. But there is no unanimity in them. Hence, the reader feel it inconvenience. Basic principles of alphabetization. There are two basic principles of alphabetization. First, letter by letter arrangement. It is also named as all-through arrangement. In this arrangement, a letter is taken as an entity for the arrangement and no importance is given to any other point. Second, word by word arrangement. It is also named as nothing before something. In this arrangement, the word is taken as an entity for the order of arrangement. These two principles may be understood by the following example. First example is from letter by letter arrangement. Hindu, Hindu civilization, Hindu Kush, Hindu law, Hindu digest, Hindu philosophy, Hindu pilgrimage, Hindu service organization, Hindu society, Hindu state, Hindu temple. And in word by word arrangement, the arrangement will be in the following fashion. Hindu, Hindu civilization, Hindu law digest, Hindu philosophy, Hindu pilgrimage, Hindu service organization, Hindu society, Hindu state, Hindu temple, Hindu Kush. In the above mentioned example, the term Hindu Kush comes third in order according to letter by letter arrangement, while according to word by word arrangement, it comes at the end. Alphabetization is of following two kinds. First is Gestalt alphabetization and second is all-through alphabetization. In Gestalt alphabetization, ordinal values are given to word space, sentence space, and paragraph space. Different ordinal values also given to capital letters, small letters, and letters in italics. In all-through alphabetization, all the above mentioned things are ignored, but special rules are to be provided for the occurrence of different species of conventional symbols. Ranganathan in his CCC has prescribed the midway position between these two basic principles. He mechanized the arrangement of entries by specifying the rules of alphabetization and rules of writing in chapter ED of Classified Catalogue Code in an integrated manner. Ranganathan in his CCC has adopted letter by letter arrangement. In his opinion, many persons write one word of their names in two or more words. As per word by word principle, in this condition, entries pertaining to same name will get scattered in the catalogue, which will be inconvenient to the users. He will not be able to know as under what form of name he has to search a particular author. It may be clarified by the following example. Jagjeevan Ram is given in three types. First one is Jagjeevan Ram in one line, Jagjeevan Ram in one word. In second example, Jag Jeevan Ram. In third example, Jag Jeevan Ram. So the same name is written in three different styles. Ranganathan has given rules for arrangement of entries in his CCC in chapter EG and chapter EH. Some of the important rules for the arrangement in alphabetical part are being quoted below. EH1. The entries in the alphabetical part are to be arranged strictly by the alphabets as in a dictionary. EH2. In an alphabetical arrangement, no attention is to be paid to initial articles I, E, A, N, D, etc. EH31. German words spelled with the vowels A, O, and U are to be arranged as if they were spelled as A, O, and U respectively. Rule EH4. Scottish names with the prefix Mac and its abbreviated forms such as Mac and M are to be arranged according to their apparent alphabetical makeup. Rule EH5. Similar treatment should be given to names beginning with the ST and STE. Use cross-references to connect the names. Rule number EH70. The following ascending scale of ordinal value be borne in mind in arranging the entries in the alphabetical part. First is section space, second is full stop, third is comma, fourth is numeral in their natural sequence, fifth is bracket, sixth is words in Roman alphabets, seventh is words in italics or underlined words, eighth is the word and or its substitute, semicolon, and ninth one is etc. This rule may be understood with the help of the following example. The word Jabalpur has been improvised to serve as an example. Jabalpur, Labor Association. Jabalpur, see also Jabalpur. Jabalpur, bibliography. Jabalpur, public works within bracket Department of Dash. Jabalpur 1, Jabalpur 2, Jabalpur 3, Jabalpur City, Jabalpur District, Jabalpur Division, Jabalpur Religious Associations, Jabalpur Religious Associations, Donation Section, Jabalpur Religious Association, ED, Jabalpur Religious Association and Bhopal Religious Association. Jabalpur with the difference of spellings. ALA rules for filing catalog cards are in two parts. Part 1, alphabetical arrangement. Part 2, order of entries. The number of rules in this code are quite many. It is not possible to quote all of them. Some selected rules are being discussed in this module. Basic order. First, the basic order is alphabetical, word by word, except in certain areas where numeral or chronological arrangement is preferable. Page 1. When the same word or combination of words are used as a heading of different kinds of entries, the entries are to be arranged alphabetically word by word, disregarding kind of entry, form of heading, and punctuation marks, except that personal name entries are to be arranged before of the entries beginning with the same word or combination of words. Page number 1. Alphabetical arrangement. Rule number 1B. Use word by word order. Apply the principle of nothing before something, considering the space between words as nothing. Initial articles and articles at the beginning of certain proper names are distinguished. This rule is given on page number 23. Rule number 1C. In a dictionary catalog, interfile all types of entries and their related references in one general alphabet. This rule is given on page number 3. Disregard punctuation marks that are part of title or corporate name. Page number 8. Rule number 4A1. Disregard an initial article in the nominative case in all languages and file by the word following it. This applies to the all types of entries with two exceptions. Page number 9. Special rules. Rule number 5A. Arrange initials, single or combination as one-letter words before longer words beginning with the same initial letter. Interfile entries consisting of initial plus words with entries consisting of initials only. This rule is given on page number 13 and 14. Examples are as follows. A, A, Foundation for Traffic Safety. AB, A was an architecture. Rule number 5B. Disregard variations in spacing and punctuation and arrange the initials in one straight alphabetical file. This rule is given on page number 4. For example, XYZ, X space Y space Z semicolon X dot Y dot Z, all file as if written as XYZ. Rule number 5K. Arrange acronyms as words unless written in all capitals with a space or period between the letters. For example, UNESCO or UNESCO. This rule is given on page number 19 and 20. Rule number 6A1. Arrange abbreviations as if spelled in full in the language of the entry, except Mrs. If the meaning of an abbreviation is uncertain, file it as written. Page 22. Rule number 6B. Arrange initials and other abbreviations for geographical names in author and subject headings as if were written in full, whether at the beginning or at the end of the heading. Follow the same rule when they occur in titles and other entries if the full name of the place for which they stand is commonly known. This rule is given on page number 24. Rule number 9A. Arrange numerals in the titles of books, corporate names, cross-references, etc. as if spelled out in the language of the entry. As for example, 1100, 3.5. This rule is given on page number 38 and 39. Rule number 10 and 11. Recommend interfiling of the same words spelled differently and of the same compound words written differently. Order of entries. Here the order of entries The order of different kinds of entries beginning with the same word has been described. Cutter was aware with this problem and he has suggested as follows in his rules for dictionary catalog. First, collection of all or almost all works of an author. Second, collection of selected works of an author. Third, single works of an author. In works written by other person, a different order of first, single works of an author arranged in chronological order. Second, collection of works of an author in chronological order. Some selected rules of ALA rules for filing catalog cards are being quoted below for the order on different kinds of entries beginning with the same word. Order of entries. Rule number 19A. When the same word or combination of words used as heading of different kinds of entry, arrange the entries in two main groups as follows. First, single surname entries arranged alphabetically by forenames. Second, all other entries arranged alphabetically word by word disregarding kind of entry, form of heading and punctuation. This rule is given on page 93. Rule number 19B1. Single surname entries arrange different kinds of entries under the single surname heading in groups in the following order. First, author, main and or added entry. Second, subject without subdivision. Third, subject with subdivision. Rule number 19B2. All other entries. A. Personal name entries, compound names, given names. Arrange different kinds of entries under the same compound or given name heading in three groups, the same as under single surname headings. B. Corporate entries, corporate names, place names, uniform titles. Arrange different kinds of entries under the same corporate names in the groups in the following order. First, author, main and oblique or added entry without subheading. Second, subject without subdivision and identical title added entries, identified and subarranged alphabetically by their main entries. Third, name with corporate name and or subject subdivisions, the subdivision interfiled alphabetically with each other and with titles, etc. Disregarding punctuation, each corporate author heading followed by its non-subject entries. This rule is given on page number 93 and 94. Example, Indian Political Science Association. It is a corporate author without subheading. Indian Political Science Association. Subject without subdivision. Indian Political Science Association dash history. Subject with subdivision. Indian Political Science Association Conference. It is the title. Rule number 19B to C. Title and subject entries identical, interfile, title added entries and subject entries that are identical and subarranged alphabetically by their main entries. Title main entries precede identical entries with an author. This rule is given on page number 94 and examples are as follows. Longman, Arthur B. This is author heading. Longman, author M. It is a subject heading. Longman, Margaret F. It is a title heading. Longman, William John. It is a subject heading. Rule number 20D1. Arrange entries under the same surname followed by the designation, forenames or initials alphabetically by the designation, forenames, or initial that follows the surname, all in one group. Disregard any designation such as title of nobility, honor, or address, or distinguishing phrases that may precede or follow forenames unless it is necessary to distinguish between names that would otherwise be identical. This rule is given on page number 97. Example: Corbett, Corbett J, Corbett Hunter, Corbett Mr., Corbett Mrs., Corbett Nicholas, Corbett Pseudonym, Corbett William A. Rule number 20D2. An initial precedes a fully written forename beginning with the same initial letter. Treat initials the same whether followed by open space for later completion of name or a period. Example is shown below. Mike's G, Mike's, GR, Mike's, G Richard, Mike's, G Lombard, Mike's, Gallard, Mike's, Gerard L, Mike's, Gerald Eros, Mike's, Gerald Lamb. Rule number 28C. Corporate entry arrangement. Arrange different kinds of entries under the same corporate names in groups in the following order. First, author, main and or added entry without subheading, arranged by titles according to Rule 26. Second, subject without subdivision and identical title added entries interfiled and subarranged alphabetically by their main entries. First, name with corporate and or subject subdivisions. The subdivisions interfiled alphabetically with each other and with titles, longer corporate names beginning with the same words, etc., disregarding punctuations, each corporate author heading followed by its own subject entries. Example is given below. World Health Organization. It is an author heading. World Health Organization. Subject heading. World Health Organization and its activities. Title heading. World Health Organization, library. Subject heading with subdivision. World Health Organization, administration, administrative division. Author heading with subdivision. So students, let us summarize what we have learned in this module. The classified arrangement is based on ordinal value allotted to the digits by the classificationist in a particular scheme of classification. It is quite simple with the classification of pure notation like decimal classification, but a bit difficult with the classification scheme adopting mixed notation like universal decimal classification and colon classification. Since here we are concerned with Ranganathan's CCC, the rules given in this code for colon classification have been discussed in preceding pages. Alphabetization requires a set of rules. Classified catalogue suggested by Ranganathan is a bipartite catalogue having another part as alphabetical part. Hence, the rules given in Ranganathan's classified catalogue code for alphabetical arrangement are discussed in brief. It follows the midway position between Gestalt alphabetization and all-through alphabetization. ALA rules for filing catalog cards is available in 2 editions. For big libraries, full edition containing detailed rules must be adopted. The average edition suffices the needs of medium-sized and small-sized libraries. Alphabetization is a difficult task and not so simple as it seems to be. With the application of computer and adoption of automation in information centers and libraries, large information centers and libraries may convert their catalogs into machine-readable catalog, that is MARC. The existing filing rules are being found to be insufficient and inconsistent to apply. International Standard Organization has published an international filing standard. It should not be inappropriate to say that filing rules must be simple and easy to apply for most of the existing libraries. Thank you.